Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you another game from the Moonlight Pro League. What is the Moonlight Pro League? Well, it's something that the Korean fans crowdfund kind of in the middle of the night for the pro gamers to get together and have some Pro League style matches. This one between, you guessed it, Scan and this is Motive under the idea Play Angel. So these guys actually already had a pretty epic, if you go back maybe a week's worth of casts on this channel, you see a really epic game between these two on this exact map. This is Good Night once again, but that was like a crazy game, one of the best ones we've had in a while here on the cast channel. So you might want to check that one out, but you don't need to. It should be a lot of fun seeing these two rematch here as well. And by the way, thank you everyone for following, and it's great if you turn on those notifications, leave some comments, and let me know what you think about things like audio levels, the quality of games, and anything that you would like to see. Thank you guys very much. I really enjoy casting for this channel. This is like kind of the best case scenario for me. Just to have a channel where I get to cast Pro Brood War all the time because, well, that's what's better than that. All right, so Scan coming down pretty quickly with his SV. He's going to go for a gasless expansion is what that means. Whenever you build your barracks down here, that's what you're thinking about. Over here on Motive's side, throwing on the gateway and then gas. Yeah, it looks like he is going to play a much more normal opener. We'll see, though, if he scouts to the top left first. That's kind of the important thing we're looking for, and it does look that way. So that's actually very, very helpful. He's going to get there quickly enough that Scan should be forced into taking his geyser right away. And that's, you know, it's a little bit annoying, but it's not the biggest deal. It's just you can't, if you get your gas stolen while you're going for a gas expand on low ground, you can just die from it. So, yeah, definitely not something you want to try to do. So up comes the probe. And, of course, the SCV going to want to finish this barracks and pop out a Marine ASAP. A few more SCVs coming down here to fight. Kind of interesting. Look at this. He's trying to block it. Are you kidding me? Okay, he still takes the gas because it may have wiggled up. And down goes a depot. And, of course, that's going to make this a Zealot-tight little hole to be microed through. Zealot is on the way, in fact. Probe gets into that main base. And, of course, this is slowing down the command center quite a bit, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world here for Scan. He's still doing a higher economy build than what we see from Motive. Now, Motive looks like he's going to be taking the Nexus, so he actually might get his Nexus up first, which is, yeah, he actually skipped his core and made 2 Zealots. So he's going to go up and harass a little bit, but he's going to throw it on the Nexus, which actually turns these builds on their heads. It looked like Scan was going to get away with getting that quicker, but with 2 Zealots coming out, I'm actually thinking this could become very interesting for Motive, especially if he didn't commit this Zealot that quickly. That's pretty quick committal, but he actually does end up killing a Marine there, dealt some damage to these as well. The second Zealot coming up going to be very annoying. The Zealot just wants to stay alive, make units chase it for as long as is possible. Now, the second Zealot comes up and catches the Marine, gets a hit off on it. Very, very nice. The SCVs have to get off of that command center. The Zealot's still walking around. This Zealot's still alive somehow in the main base. It's barely even taking more damage. And look at this. Motive just microing as well as he can. You can see now he has surpassed Scan as far as that worker count goes. His Nexus is going to be finishing way ahead of time. Scan finally getting up there and finding out the bad news that for sure he is a bit behind. 5 Marines and a bunker making. Yeah, okay, so he's walking out here just to see if he can catch anything. He can hold the high ground as well, but I don't think he can actually attack. We'll see. It seems like he wants to. He does have his factory on the way. Double gateway here for Motive, who is getting his range upgrade. I like it a lot. And yeah, here come the Marines. But honestly, as soon as you get... Oh, well, he's going to lose that Zealot right away. You know what? Maybe he can get some counter damage done. There's not even 1 goon, and 1 goon doesn't beat this. Not without range. 3 full health Marines can kill off a goon. So this is a pretty big deal. Look at this. The probes just kind of stacking up, drilling back to the main base. Oh my god. This might turn insanely Scan favorite at this point. Motive's got to be kicking himself. Did he overextend? What a great punish from Scan. It's pretty rare that you actually see games that turn out like this. Like, I thought taking the quick Nexus was really smart. The Zealots kind of did some damage over in Scan's base, but suddenly this counterattack threatens to kill the Nexus. If he sends more SCVs, yeah, and there they are, he will kill the Nexus. That is crazy. Yeah, 4 SCVs are going to be enough to repair this for long enough. Now, okay, he's trying to run by with the goons, but he actually gets one of them blocked, loses it. Oh, this is huge for Scan right now. He is looking absolutely phenomenal. Siege tank on the way at home. Let's take a look at the tech here. Robo coming up, which, of course, he's going to need observers. He's going to need reavers. He's going to need everything because he is losing this Nexus now. Wow. Very, very impressive stuff. So, I mean, eventually Motive will be able to clear this. Starts targeting down some of these SCVs. Down goes the Nexus. Of course, he only needs 1 SCV per goon attacking it to repair. Notice how Scan moves 2 to the top so that they can still be protected by the bunker. 4 goons now attacking. 5th goon coming down. So, I mean, this is... like, he will kill off the bunker, but definitely very far behind. Look at the production tab, right? Restarts the Nexus there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna have to cancel it, I think. Okay, he walks the goons in to take the hits. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, and look at this. Scan's trying to target as best he can over here and kill off anything that's possible. This has been just hilarious. And now a siege tank has come up as well. Yeah, the siege tank should turn around because the bunker breaks just before trying to finish off this one goon. Ah! 2 health left over, and it does end up living. Okay, let's take stock of where we're actually at after all that crazy back and forth. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. All right, observatory on the way. Double gate. We have 35 SCVs to 33 probes, but it's 2 command centers. Armory on the way. Second gas is already taken. Siege mode is done. Bunker with 2 Marines. Speed and mines coming up. Dude, I gotta say, I think Motive has no real chance this game. We'll see. But I believe at this point as Motive, like, for him to stay alive, he basically needs to produce goons nonstop off of his 2 gateways and pop out observers. And it's just, his economy is behind, right? Like, I guess we don't have comm stats yet, so he can catch up in workers. But that's painful. That's painful. All right, so Motive taking a 3rd base. Is he producing? Yep, producing nonstop on the goons. That's kind of the main thing here because Scan is definitely going to put on some counter pressure, right? He's got 4 tanks total, only a couple Marines, but he's getting the mines and speed. So this is going to allow him to get out on the map. He doesn't have full intel what the tech is yet, though. The vultures may come out first to kind of check what's going on. He does have that speed upgrade. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the case. He's got some turrets up in case of Reaver because he hasn't seen observers yet. And now running out and going to lay some mines down. So this should give him a lot of intel as to what's going on with Motive. Okay, running up with these vultures, going past, laying some mines. Ooh, really nice mines there from Scan. Decent micro from Motive overall. He takes 1 mine hit there, but doesn't lose any goons. The probe gets picked off, but it's not a big deal. The 3rd base is going to finish. He just needs to bring an observer down here to clear. Now, this is a different type of greedy from Motive. And actually, I think it's okay here. When your opponent has to go siege mode and turrets after something like busting this, normally their academy is very, very late. So they can't actually scout what you're doing with your tech in your main base. So they do like something broad to counter a wide range. Now, this is a great catch, but back to what I was mentioning, this might not get scouted for a very, very, very long time because we don't see the academy even started yet. Okay, it has started at this point. It takes 50 seconds plus the 25 seconds for the add-on. So it's still a little ways before he can scan. And you never even know exactly what he's going to scan, right? If you end up scanning right here, I think you barely miss that fleet beacon. I mean, other than... I think he'll probably end up figuring it out, though, as that scan finishes. Still, though, you know, Motive, he's using some tricks here and there, trying to come back. Lots of goons out right now. He's got a decent spread of observers kind of watching what's going on. Observer coming down will get picked off as he sees the building third base, but this is the type of thing that Motive wants to see. If Scan's not building a third CC, that's because he's building a lot of units, which is what he's going to want when he figures out what the tech is over on this side. All right, so Academy is done. Scanners started up, and that's kind of the really important part. I will be really checking closely for what he sees with those first scans, and those are coming up in just a second. Now, Motive clearing out some other areas, moving around with his goons, just kind of clearing mines overall, and we should be seeing the scan now. We should be seeing the scan now. All right, there's the first one. Okay, well, he sees the spinning cybernetics core. That's enough right there. You know exactly what's going on. He sees that it's going up to 6 gates. He might want to confirm with that scan as well. Of course, this has a lot of vision, this mine here, so he sees no shenanigans going on at that location. But yeah, I think that that was probably enough here. Yeah, look at that. Charon boosters on the way, adding a bunch of factories here as well. He is getting the science facility and a second armory, so can continue those upgrades. But honestly, I think the timing attack should and probably will come before 2-1 is finished. So we'll see about that. But Motive right now, I mean, he's got up to a very similar worker count as Scan and just producing so many goons. He has the Citadel now on the way. Of course, when you play a style like this, you are generally getting Zealot legs after carriers. So it's very goon observer heavy, into carriers, into Zealot legs. And normally the timing attack will come out right before Zealot legs are done. That's just kind of like the patterns that occur in this matchup very, very often, how the game generally flows. We'll see if that stays true to form. First couple carriers are out. A couple more have already been started. Continuing on those upgrades, +2 air attacks on the way. Still kind of clearing out the map a little bit with these goons and observers. Scan, I'm sure, readying up his timing attack. His worker count very, very healthy. Is 2-1 on the way. A lot of vultures being produced. Doesn't need too many Goliaths as of yet because the carrier count just isn't there. 2 is not scary. Honestly, like 2 carriers, this many Goliaths will kill it. He's going to need to make another round, though, as 2 more carriers pop out. Now, here we go. Let's take a look at this army movement. The goons running away. They want to pick units off as much as they can from behind. Notice that legs are coming. We have +1 attack on the way as well as that +2 air attack. Look at this. The tanks and vultures coming down, chasing the goons. He wants to engage this army. Notice no sieging, pushing forward very, very quickly. But Motive takes the high ground. Scan turns around. The carriers coming up, seeing if they can get some free hits. It looks like they can't right now. Taking a look down here. Looks like Motive wants another base. Hasn't taken it yet. Just throwing his pylons down there for some supply, for a wall as well. The reinforcement Goliaths are here. He's got enough now. And from here, it should be mostly vultures being rallied. He pretty much has enough of everything else right now, but look at this. This is the way to play it as Motive. He's running his army kind of around. He wants to buy time. Right now, he can't win a heads-up engagement against this, but one of the tanks comes up to the top. I like that he engages that and takes it out, picking off what he can. Still trying to move to the other side, but Scan's army so big and so strong right now. It looks like Motive may get caught here. No legs on those Zealots. The Dragoons getting surrounded by vultures. They do try to run up this ramp. Mines being laid behind, though, as well. And it seems like these goons are going to be eliminated, which is going to be very hard to refill here for Motive. Such a clean execution, chasing down that army by Scan, who, by the way, taking a 4th base, and his 2-1 is almost done. So things are starting to look a lot better for Scan right now. Some Goliaths here at the natural as the carriers start trying to harass, but he's going to put on pressure with another attack. Now, legs are done. That makes the army a lot stronger. If Motive had the rest of his army that he just lost still alive somehow, this would be really fearsome, but as is, it's just much smaller than what Scan is working with, especially against +2, +1 upgrades. Okay, here we go. He's going to attack. Motive taking the battle on the ramp. Oh, yeah, going to back up a mine, almost hitting there. This army, very, very scary. Motive running back. He wants to take fights at the top of ramp, so there are missed shots. We'll see if that's going to be enough to help him. I'm thinking it probably won't be. Backing up here still. Walking down the ramp. No, no, no. Oh, he's going to take a big volley there. Okay, it looks like he's decided to just engage, but his carriers are so far behind. A little bit sloppy. A lot going wrong here. He attacks his own Nexus to get his interceptors out for a quicker attack, and here we go. If he can clear all the Goliaths, there might be a chance. The Dragoons fighting as best they can. The carriers being microed. He does have 6 right now, but can he actually clear these Goliaths? It looks like the answer is going to be a strong no there. Siege tanks unsieging, moving forward to help deal with these Dragoons. Motive continues to pull back. Sieging up now. Lots of Zealots being made. I like that he's making a lot of Zealots. If he gets like the perfect engagement, the Zealots get all over the Goliaths, it can become doable. Like if you can kill all the tanks or all the Goliaths, then suddenly Motive can win. But let's see how this is going to go down. Zealots coming in, the Dragoons getting cleared up in a matter of seconds. The reinforcing Vultures killing off the rest of those Zealots. And it looks like even though there's a lot of carriers left, Scan should have enough to overwhelm from here. Continuing to push up. Does have that +3 attack on the way in case this doesn't work out. He has that 4th base as well, which is a 3rd gas. The carriers are going to try to be as cost efficient as possible, picking off lots of units, which they definitely will do, but it should not be enough, right? There's so many Goliaths just rallying in. I gotta say, Motive ended up making this pretty darn close considering how bad his opening was after Scan did that bunker rush. Look at that. GG. Scan takes down Motive.